everyone, welcome to the 8th episode of Sewing 101. In this episode, I'll be showing you how to sew a clean finish hem. A clean finish hem is very important to practice because it helps you sew straight lines, and this is sewn on all types of clothing like pants, skirts, shirts, everything. So once you get this seam down, you'll be good to go. If you're new to this series, make sure to check out the first episode of Sewing 101 on how to sew straight lines. In all these episodes, I'll be using muslin fabric because it's very inexpensive and easy to find. If you're new to sewing and you really want to know how to use a sewing machine, I have a video on that too, so you can check that in the description box, and I also have the first episode of Sewing 101. If you like to see my latest projects or just keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for watching! You will need two 5x7 rectangles or bigger. Start by marking your right side with some crayons. I drew some watermelons. Place them right sides together and mark a 1 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sew down on the 7-inch length. Start with 3 knots and continue sewing with the 1 1/4 inch seam allowance. Press with an iron the way you sewed, then press it open. On the seam allowance, fold down 1/4 of an inch and press down with the iron. Sew an edge stitch on both seam allowances and sew as close to the edge as you can. If your machine has this feature, you can even move your needle closer to the edge. Start with 2 knots and continue sewing. Up to this step, this is what it should look like. At the bottom, press a 1/4 inch seam allowance wrong sides together. Now press 1 inch for the hem. Sew as close to the edge as you can. Start with your 2 or 3 knots to lock the stitches in place. And that's how you sew a clean finish hem. I hope you find these videos very helpful and practice them so you can perfect your sewing skill. And don't give up! Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to watch more Sewing 101 episodes and other crafty videos.